Oh my goodness.
Okay,
I've rolled like
This
threes
is
and
great.
twos on like every single use of the force check
okay,
roll.
so because, um, yeah, when you just sort of reach out to the surroundings in the force, you notice, and it almost escapes your notice at first, but then you realize it's sort of a shock that as you're just like feeling your own presence, that you notice a lack of something that you've come to sort of expect, and it doesn't feel like there's any dark presence on you right now. And then
As says, I
as
like this place.
as you come to that realization, you realize that the other duplicate of yourself does have a very strong dark presence about it that feels like the creature did. And as you notice that, the other Pakaz like looks at you and grins, and its eyes are glowing red.
Picard says, ah. Picard will attack.
Okay, roll initiative.
I was waiting for that. Uh-oh. -9. But it doesn't matter, it's at 20. But 37 minus 9.
Why is it -9?
Because I accidentally highlighted it and pushed the number 9 on the input modifier thing. Let's see. So yeah, it should only be 20 plus 5 plus 3, so 28.
Yeah. Yeah, so the other two of you, so you notice Del, the doppelganger of you, like stares at you and just says, "Your actions are very dangerous. You must be stopped."
Enlighten me.
Very well. And you feel a mental attack.
Lol, so apparently Shadow Dell also can't do jack. Like, that's not even
Equally
close.
cursed.
And you notice that its eyes are glowing red as it does so.
So hold on. You appear to be the one who needs to be stopped.
Then go and stop me.
Look, if you're the darkness inside me, or even a manifestation of it, fighting you isn't going to solve it. It'll just build my rage against myself. And Del, sit down and start reciting the Jedi Code.
Okay, can you roll initiative anyways?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll roll initiative for you. There we go.
Oh, goodness. That wasn't legit. I can roll for myself. Okay, it was only slightly better. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well it updated the tracker anyways, so
Wow.
it's fine. Okay, and then the other Kalani looks at you, Kalani, and says, "What you're seeking for is wrong. I must defend others against you. Will you give me your lightsabers?" And she puts out her paws.
That made no sense.
Is it supposed to make sense?
No.
Will you give me your lightsabers?
What are you?
I am Kalani Starfire, defender of the universe. No, that's not what she said. I am Kalani. She just says, "I am Kalani Starfire. I am Kalani Starfire."
Clearly you are not, for that is who I am.
I am Kalani Starfire. You are a shadow. You are nothing. And then you notice, Kalani, that the other Kalani's eyes are glowing red.
No, I think it is you who are the shadow.
Okay, the other Kalani ignites both of her lightsabers. Okay, because you're the person who gets to do something first.
So, free action, because says, don't suppose you'd be interested in talking about this.
It depends. Are you going to give me my staff back?
No.
Okay, so what do you want to do other than your free action?
Well, I say back no to him and see how he reacts to that.
He just frowns at you, or moves his whelpie in a frowning gesture that you recognize as a fellow kill.
Well, then if he makes a move on me, I'm going to mind shard it.
Well, it's not his turn, so he's not making a move on you yet.
I know. So like if he starts to do anything that could be construed as hostile, I will just mind shard him.
Okay, so you're saving your action. Okay, so yeah, he starts doing
Yep.
something hostile, so you can mind shard him.
That's a horrible. That doesn't win. Let me think for a moment. No, I will not waste any force points on that because that's not going to do anything.
You better not waste those force points I gave you. Those had a specific use in mind. Thank you very much.
But you insisted on going through this whole stupid Jedi ritual. Nope, that's what I do. It doesn't, and I'm pretty sure if he has my stat, it does not hit.
Yeah, so then he thrusts out a hand and shoves you with move object.
I think I'll just take that. Also, I don't think he goes over my reflex defense. Oh wait, yes it does. For some reason, my brain broke.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My brain switched to 26 with the 31. Very weird. Anyways, yes, I'm not afraid of 15 damage or being held in the air.
Yeah, so you take 15 damage. Okay, something really weird happened. How does your duplicate have like 34 for their reflex defense?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Also, your duplicate is somehow at -2 on the condition track. That literally,
That doesn't make
How
sense.
did
either.
that
Might be a holdover from our little side session, the battle royale. Check the armor.
Okay, I fixed it. Okay, so Del, you just started to meditate.
Yeah.
Okay, the other Dell walks up to you and tries to stab you.
Oh, lols. My inability in combat's paying off for me today, folks. I don't know how he misses as I'm sitting down meditating, but whatever. I'll take it. I'm a
Now you
ninja
know.
master. I'm not
Even
really
flat-footed,
meditating.
that wouldn't hit you.
Yeah, no, it does not even. No, that's
Or
not
maybe
close.
you're just realizing for the first time how bad you are with that spear. You're like, wow, I really need to work on that.
Okay.
If I were you, I'd say that out loud to the thing.
Okay, what do you want to do for your action?
He's just gonna keep sitting there and reciting the Jedi Code.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, this Kalani comes up to you, Kalani, and swings one of her lightsabers. And it does not hit you. Okay, what do you do in response, Kalani? Kalani?
I will draw my lightsabers, but I'm gonna go for Force Light.
Okay. So, you activate Force Light. Because, what do you do?
I gotta size really heavily. And then let me decide what I'm gonna do. I will respond in kind. And I will slam him into the ground. On his head. He goes into the air, rotates 180 degrees, and then slams down.
Okay. Yeah, so he slams into the... Why is... this not working? Somehow it's like, it's not like... It's supposedly linked to the character sheet, but it's not changing on the character sheet. That is so weird. Anyways, so yeah. And then it, as it crawls back to its feet, you feel it attack you.
I don't want that. So I'm going to rebuke. And force point.
I think you're only allowed to spend force points on your turn.
Oh.
Hmm?
Well,
Hmm.
it's not like it succeeds anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move down the condition track twice with that.
Ow.
Yeah, that's a really high damage roll.
Yeah. The dice hate us today.
So let me know whether I wasn't allowed to spend that force point. Was allowed to spend that force point or not, because that determines whether or not I actually lose one.
Yeah, from what I know, I'm pretty sure you can't spend a force point on unless it's your turn. Unless you
Yeah,
get like a
that's good.
special talent, so you didn't actually use it. Okay, so Dell, it stabs you.
Oh my goodness, look at that. It actually hit.
Aren't you so proud of yourself?
For 6 measly damage.
Does that exceed your fortitude defense?
Yeah.
Okay, Kalani, your doppelganger attacks you.
Four tries.
Yes. What do you do in response?
Was there any apparent effect from Force Light?
Oh yes, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, you feel it taking effect on the doppelganger, and it glares at you.
I will maintain Force Light.
Okay, make it use the force check. As long as you don't get a nat 1.
Well, I have Force Power Mastery up for Force Light, so
Oh, you do?
yeah, doesn't that indicate that I shouldn't have to do that?
Yeah, so you can just take 10 on it. Okay, yeah, that's a cool power to have force mastery over.
Yep.
Okay, but that's still a standard action, right? So do you do anything else with your turn?
No. I've got my lightsabers out, so I'm ready to block if that becomes necessary.
Okay, because
Okie dokie. I will say that wasn't very nice. And I moved back. And I center it on him.
okay. Okay, so you hear some noises as it runs out of the storm. And then it attacks you again with Mind Shard. You have 2 Mind Shards, right?
I have one.
What? I took it off. Oh, did I accidentally take it off of the Dell's character when I took it off when I used it on you before?
I would guess that might be
Yes,
the
that's
case.
probably what I did.
So you use his bonuses, not mine.
No, I used your bonuses. I just was marking off on the sheet how many uses it had left, and I marked it off the wrong one. Okay. Then it uses Force Slam.
Yep.
So does that knock you prone?
Yep. That being
Okay.
prone matters very much in this
Yeah.
fight.
Okay, your doppelganger tries to stab you again.
Haha.
Oops, that's not what to do. I wasn't changing that. Okay, and Kalani, your doppelganger also attacks you again.
Hmm. Seriously, dice. Ouch.
Okay, so what do you do, Kalani?
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that probably messed up my foresight, didn't it? Whereas-
Yeah, you roll. I mean, roll use of force to see if you can maintain it. You have to get 15 plus 23. Nope.
15 plus 23, yeah, no. I don't think there's any way that was happening. Well... I am going to attack with both lightsabers. Full attack. Why dice?
Yeah, so your doppelganger blocks both of those with her lightsabers. Because... Oh, did you want to maintain that Force Storm?
No,
Okay.
that'd be a waste. Because says, you aren't meat, right? You like explosions, right? Joe responds.
What exactly did you say?
You and
about
me, right? Like
Oh.
explosions, right?
Explosions are great.
Have one. And I do the thing that I was doing in that other match with the explosive charge.
Except Kyrath wasn't there when you did it.
Oh yeah, so explosive. I set up an explosive charge. I take an explosive charge out, prime it to go off like right after teleporting, and then teleport it right on top of him.
Or I think it was right under.
Okay, so they use the
Right
force as the
underneath.
they use the force as the attack roll.
The use of the force is to put it in his square, and then it just goes off, and he takes 10d6 damage.
But doesn't there have to be an attack roll to decide whether it takes half or
No.
full damage?
Nope. If you're in the same square when it goes off, you take the damage. Now, if I were placing it, I could double the damage it does if I took the time to use the skill to place it in the location.
Okay, it throws up a force shield, but it still gets blasted pretty heavily. Okay. And it says, "Oh yes, that was a nice explosion. I love explosions." And it teleports the explosive underneath you.
So wait, it has my inventory? Then why didn't it have my staff?
I said it had your staff. I was like, it's asking for your staff, but you see it's already holding a staff in one hand. It's asking for your staff with the other hand.
Well, I have to do the same thing. I take 12 damage. And my shield rating goes down by 5.
Okay, Del, you are stabbed.
No, I am not. This is a fun game.
Just sitting there not getting stabbed.
Yep.
Okay, come on.
I feel like I can keep this up all day, Shadow Monster.
And your shadow doppelganger attacks you, but you deflect it. And what do you do in response?
Dice! Why? Oh, no. thinking.
Circlet.
Is it worth it?
You're fighting
Yes, it
yourself.
is. Yeah, circlet. Haha.
Wow!
And
that's-
with battle strike damage.
Which should probably get doubled as well.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think that gets doubled.
That's still over 60 damage. Ow!
Finally.
Okay, your doppelganger only has one hope. Nat 20 block.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, you slash like right across the chest of your doppelganger. And it lets out like a really loud shriek. That wasn't very Kelly. That also wasn't much of a shriek, but whatever. That's what it sounded like, everyone.
You should have popped out and asked Kalani to give a shriek.
Okay, so as you slice it, you see that the wound, as you stare at it, it sort of like, rather than just being a cauterized wound, it almost seems to like ooze darkness, and like a black liquid sort of like seeps out through it. And you notice that it's like really oily and like reflective. Like, you can almost see like a distorted version of your own reflection in this liquid. And as it comes out of your doppelganger's chest, it sort of like blossoms out and spreads until the whole surface of your doppelganger is covered in this black ooze. And then it sort of like is soaked into the skin, and now your doppelganger no longer really looks like you. Now it has giant claws, even larger claws on its hands. It also has like short stubby wings spiking out of its back, and it has like jet black fur, and it's growling at you. And because you suddenly notice a very similar thing happening with your doppelganger as well.
Del?
Where you see like blasts from where the explosion sort of like left lesions and lacerations on its arms. And then from that, that's where the black oily stuff seems to come out and coat its whole body. And the whelpy disappear, and it sort of now has just more like of a muzzle. And then it has like short wings on its back as well, and it growls at you.
It's
What
my
do you
turn
do?
now?
Yep.
I will spend a force point and mind shard it. That should work.
Okay, it tries to rebuke that. Oh, and it turns it against you.
Well, I don't have any rebukes left. Yes, this has gone really bad for me. It went really good at first, and now it's gone really, really bad.
You can't force point.
No. Even if I could, last turn I spent a force point to get this power back. And none of my powers can do anything against mind attacks. Negate energy wouldn't work, neither would force shield if I had that.
Yeah, so you take 27 damage.
So how many rebukes has it used?
It's used 2.
Then it's used all of them. If this
Yeah.
is its second one, this is
Yeah,
its
it
last
doesn't
one.
have any more left.
Ow.
Okay, then it throws out its arm and tries to use move object on you. Wow, shadow
That's-
transformation. Shadow transformation power.
Ow.
There's nothing I can do. And if it does that much damage to me, I'm down.
Yeah, so suddenly you lose consciousness. And Dell. Where is Dell? There he is. You are stabbed successfully.
Am I? Wait, does Ty go to the attacker?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Also, you're
so sad.
already at -1, so
Oh well, I put myself -1, but then it still didn't. It didn't put it on my reflex defense for some reason. It's weird.
okay. Kalani. Oh wait, does Dark Kalani or regular Kalani go first? Oh, Dark Kalani goes first. Okay. You have 2 battle strikes, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it swings its lightsaber at you.
Seriously?
You try to block it, but you try to block it with both lightsabers, and you sort of hit them together, and it messes up your block. So you take 28 damage. And now it is your turn.
And I am going to use whirlwind attack. Which is area effect rolls.
Okay, so it takes half damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you slash into its chest, and it seems to like just start dripping that same weird black stuff out of its chest. This time it doesn't just coat its body, it just falls and lands on the ground and starts forming a black, oily puddle on the ground underneath its feet.
How nice. Also, what are the rules for second wind?
Wait. Why did you just attack? You already attacked this turn.
No, Kalani's turn is over, so now we're back to you.
You did him without even giving me a chance to do anything. You just skipped me.
Oh yeah, because I thought you were just meditating. Okay,
No,
do
you never
wanna
even
do something
asked me to do anything because I thought you were doing Kalani. So you
Oh.
like skipped me like 3 times in a row now.
Yeah, I know, because you were meditating. Okay, so would you like to do something different besides meditating?
I was gonna talk to it, man. So Shadow, you're only living because you're on me. So if you destroy me, you destroy yourself. So that seems kind of self-defeating. And fighting
Am I
you-
destroying you? I am you. I am Delphine. You are nothing.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm Delphine. I am a servant of the Force, former Jedi. I serve the Force and the will of the Force alone. If that means that I let you destroy us both, I'd gladly do it for the opportunity to have just a little bit of you be vanquished.
Glad to hear it. And it stabs you.
And it misses.
Yes. Okay, Kalani. Oh, it is Dark Kalani's turn.
I'm confused.
Okay, it attacks you.
I'm getting confused about the turn order.
We're just going back and forth between Dell and you.
The dice don't like me. Second wind?
Yeah, you can take a second one with a swift action.
I'm trying to remember how much that is.
I believe it's a quarter of your max HP. Or your constitution score overall, whichever is greater. You also can make an attack.
Yeah, woman attack again.
So, yeah, you slice through the creature, and it like explodes in a giant burst of oil and splats onto the ground, and some of it splats on you too.
Nice.
Oh, I keep doing that. Okay.
Next chance I get, I think we can use a bit of force light. See if that would
Okay, Dell.
do
It
anything.
tries to stab you. Okay, Kalani, suddenly you like blink, and in front of you is a very strange, shadowy monster version of Kaz.
Oh, great.
And it's your turn.
My turn. So, this is clear that this is another one of the monster things, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge.
Okay. Yeah, that misses.
Why did...
Wait, how many force slams do you have, Because? 1 or 2?
I have
I think I messed this
2.
up. Oh, you have 2? Okay. Yeah, so I guess
Well,
it uses...
after I use that one, if he has the same amount of force points as me, then he should have 3.
He has 3 force slams?
Oh, force slams. I thought they said points.
No, slams.
I have 1.
Okay, 1. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Good news for you, Kalani. Shadow Because ran out of all his good force powers.
It took all of them to take down real Because. But the only good, useful thing he has left is drain energy and negate energy.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't used Force Storm though.
I guess probably he would use negate drain energy. Oh well, Kalani, you're safe for 1 turn. Okay. Does that hit you, Kalani?
Do not think so.
Okay. Wow, suddenly Dark Dell is much better at stabbing with spears. I wonder if that will translate over to real Dell later. 2 nat 20s in a row.
I mean, that would be nice. One can dream. He didn't need to roll that high anymore because my defense is very low at this point.
Okay, Kalani, it's
Hey,
your turn. Unless
hey,
okay,
hey,
no,
hey,
okay, you get to do something.
I
if you
get to
want.
say the Jedi code now every turn until I'm dead. Until I'm
Okay.
unconscious, okay?
Okay.
It's gonna
There's no-
torture us for you doing this, you know.
Oh yeah. There's no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force.
Just stares at you. Okay, Kalani.
I better go with roll and attack again because the dice.
2 turns, you'll have no lightsabers.
You only have 1 drain energy though.
I have 2.
What? Your sheet says you only have 1.
No, my sheet says 2.
My sheet that I have of you is
Negate
very
energy.
inaccurate.
Oh, they sound so close. Why does my brain keep messing up tonight?
Yeah, so when you hit this one, it also starts leaking the weird black ooze. And because it's because it uses drain energy on you. So your cerulean lightsaber goes out.
Eh?
Oh, sorry, preempted that. You have rebuke, that's true. Yeah, so your cerulean lightsaber goes out.
Why? Hey, Zach.
Don't you have 2?
Yep, nope, Dell's unconscious now.
Okay. So
Hank,
Del,
can I have
you
those
fall
rolls later,
unconscious.
please?
You
Maybe
guys
you were
going
practicing.
For a full split party wipe.
Okay, Kalani, your turn.
Well, apparently I'm going with. I'm going with forward attack with my offhand lightsaber because. Seriously. Well, how's that doing?
That will splatter him into a bunch of oily black droplets.
Did all the work for you.
Now you get to fight Shadow Dell.
Yay.
Okay,
And
so
he's
that-
not
How many
injured
mind
whatsoever,
shards?
and he still has a mind shard left.
Ugh.
And a mind trick
Ah.
left.
I hate you.
And an absorb energy.
And it has taken no damage.
Okay, so suddenly, all three of you awaken. And Kalani and Pakaz, you both have half health. And you find yourselves laying like just inside the door.
I checked my explosive charges.
You have 2.
Yes.
So as you sort of get your bearings, the blue figure reappears. And
So what was the point of that?
it looks at you, Pakaz, and then it looks over at all of you, and like it bows very deeply and stays bowed like that, completely at the waist for like 5 seconds before standing back up. Then says, "I must apologize for that. It seems that the shadow corrupted the test. But overall, most of you have done admirably." And he looks at Dell and Kalani, and then like looks at Pakaz and sort of like frowns a little bit. But nevertheless, you have demonstrated that you are not at this moment yet fallen prey to the shadow's corruption.
Thanks. So where's the archives?
The archives are in front of you beyond this door. You may continue if
walks
you wish.
to the door and through it.
Yeah, since
Okay.
you seem to notice a shadow, could you point us in the right direction for what we're looking for?
Well, it depends what you're looking for.
Well, we're looking for as much information on the shadow as we can get.
Well, from what I have observed, this shadow seems to be a thing from the ancient past of the Jedi. Does that mesh with your understanding of it?
Well, our understanding of it was somehow harnessed in some sort of Sith experiment and put into a crystal. But other than that, we don't really know what it is, other than it's a dark force presence of some kind.
Yes. Many eons ago, it was unleashed by the Sith. And it's claimed the lives of many in the galaxy, including many Jedi. We fought against it, but it always seemed to come back stronger than ever, until we found a way to kill it permanently and destroy its essence.
Go on.
The Jedi at the time defeated it with the Heart of Virtue.
Which would be what exactly?
The Heart of Virtue is the name they gave to the crystal they created. They imbued it with powerful light side energy and used it as a focusing crystal in a lightsaber. And with this lightsaber, striking the killing blow to the shadow was able to disrupt its essence and prevent it from being reabsorbed by the crystal that the Sith were using to harness it.
So, how did it come back? So you're saying it just disrupted the essence, and so that would mean that whatever Sith experience they were doing is they kind of drew it back together?
That is what the records indicate.
I don't suppose you'd happen to know where this Heart of Virtue is?
The records have no indication of its existence after the encounter, other than that it was successful in killing the shadow.
That's some
It may
quality record keeping.
There were still many Sith in that battle. Killing the shadow was only part of the fight. It may have been lost during that conflict.
Where was the conflict?
It took place on the planet of Ventuine.
Ventuine again.
So what you're saying is we should probably try and go find that thing, and then when next time the shadow manifests itself, kill it with it.
I do not know if I am qualified to give you advice, but that is what I think that you should be doing if I could do that. And you notice that the blue light of the thing starts like fading, and then says, I fear this encounter with the shadows weakened the crystalline structure of my holocron, and I wish you best of luck. May the Force be with you. And the projection disappears.
This is sad.
Del tries racing comms. Do we have comm signals here?
No.
Darn. Alright, we need...
Out of character stuff. Well, sort of out of character stuff. Status of my lightsaber and my survival knife.
Yeah, your lightsabers are both fine. And your survival knife is back wherever you took it out of. And yeah, you all have your items back on you. They were on you when you woke up.
Yay!
Picaz is already gone and walked through the door.
So you didn't hear any of that conversation?
No, I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. So what were you looking around for?
Anything interesting? Are there any of these holocron things these weird people have been talking about?
Oh dear, I never should have mentioned that. My bad. I assumed he probably had heard about it by now.
No. Thank you for mentioning it. We'll make things interesting now.
We're not going on a holocron raid.
Well, if there's one here, then he won't need to. The more the better, actually.
Yeah, so when you go inside, there's really tall towers of like books, shelves, and you see that they're basically completely barren and empty. There is like one, like about a third of the archive is under like a giant pile of rubble from parts of the ceiling that collapsed.
Picaz is just gonna search through everywhere he can. Find anything interesting.
Okay, do you want to like take the time to try to move all the piles of rocks off the rubble pile?
Sure.
If you collapse
I have
on top
move
of us.
objects.
Okay,
Large.
just roll a use of force check for me.
That was pretty low for a use of force check.
So yeah, so it's gonna take you a while.
So now what shall we do?
You hear
Uh,
the shifting of large rocks in the next room.
And what is Picard doing?
I don't know. Well, I think we should check the archives to see if we can find any more information about this battle that took place. Maybe it might give us an idea of what region of Ventwin it took place on, and then that might narrow our search down.